Morning Year 8, this is the Art Options Assembly and we're going to go through art textiles and photography. Right guys, so why choose a creative subject? Why choose one of the arts? Here's 5 reasons why. The arts make self-starters and develop emotional intelligence, or require the students to set their own agenda from within themselves rather than follow a set topic as the other subjects. They have to make independent decisions all the way and be self-critical. They also need to be brave in exposing their creations and accept criticism, working in teams and making students into good communicators. The arts create well-organised and dedicated workers. Art, photography and textiles all require long hours of hard work and dedication. Students have to pay great attention to detail to perfect and redo. Putting in an exhibition takes strong organisational skills. Art students are highly sought after by employers. Many employers now actively seek those who have studied the arts. Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, was fond of saying his success was due to his hiring artists and musicians fascinated by technology rather than computer geeks. Top talented management agencies, the Curve Group, specialises in financial and business services conquers. Employees with arts degrees have developed more quickly in their roles from the start. They have discipline, confidence, and can accept criticism. The arts help with self-expression. The arts develop the broader dimensions of the human being, mind, body and soul. The arts can express the inexpressible and make sense of things that otherwise do not seem to. This can be very fulfilling and helps us function as a human being, which can only be good for society as a whole. Creative jobs are up and coming. The creative industry are the fastest growing economical sector in the UK, responsible for 5.6% of all jobs and worth 76.9 billion to the UK economy. Okay then guys, so the 3 disciplines that you get to choose from when picking an art subject is art and design fine art, art and design photography and art and design textiles art. Okay, if you choose to pick art and design fine art, you'll be working on things like sculptures, drawings and paintings. And it is broken up into 2 qualifications. The first qualification is Arts Award Silver. Arts Award Silver is broken down into 2 units. The first unit is all to do with art and developing a challenge for yourself. You create a project of work which develops your skills further. Okay, and unit 2 is based around leadership, and to develop your leadership skills we create and organise an art exhibition. Okay. In this second year of choosing fine art, you'll then start your OCR, Art and Design Fine Art GCSE. That be graded from 1 to 9, and it's based on 2 units, your coursework portfolio unit, which is worth 60%, and your externally set task unit, which is a 40%. The externally set task also includes a 10-hour exam, which we'll do over 2 days in the second year of your course. Okay, and we'll be working through the assessment objectives: AO1 develop, AO2 refine, AO3 record, and AO4 present. AO1 design is focused on contextual studies and learning about artists and developing our observational skills in regards to creating recreations of the artist's work. Refinement, which is all to do with experimentation and using different materials to develop our ideas further. Record is all to do with observational drawings and realism and thinking about our ideas. It also includes primary images, so taking our own photographs to work from. And then AO4 is all about presenting a personal and meaningful response to ideas. And so this is your final piece or impact piece, and that is using all of AO1 to AO3's knowledge, combining them all together and creating an impact piece which shows your full development. The second option that you can choose is photography, and this is the same course as the fine art course in regards to the OCR year 10 and 11 course. But when you choose photography, instead of doing the Arts Award qualification in year 9, you will be learning the basics of the camera. We will spend 6 months gaining knowledge and skills based on learning and understanding the camera and techniques of studio setup, using Photoshop and editing software, as well as doing natural and artificial lighting. Okay, the course is broken down into the same as the fine art course: AO1 develop, AO2 refine, AO3 record, and AO4 present. And you'll be developing those skills in a similar way. AO1 will focus on your understanding of the photographers and contextual studies, and as well as trying to recreate the artist and photographer's style. AO2 is all to do with learning different techniques and skills, and you'll be developing your use of editing, like double exposure, as well as learning different lighting techniques and learning things about filters, composition, and your understanding of the setup in an image. AO3 is all to do with your ideas and developing your photography from the initial stages of ideas into the developing sections. This can be all to do with thinking about your studio setup and your annotations, and present is all about creating your final piece using AO1 to 3 and creating an overall project of work that ends in a final piece. And the final subject is art textiles. Art textiles is very similar to photography in regards to the layout. Year 9 is just a skilled based year whereby we start to develop in the first 6 months an understanding of different techniques, materials, skills within textiles, learning how to use both hand crafting skills and using the machine. We develop things like printing, dyeing, different stitches, using recycled materials, and learning about fibres and the materials that we're using. In year 10 and 11 we then move on to the OCR coursework, portfolio coursework, which is 60%, and then the external task, which is 40%, and that's very similar in regards to the breakdown. So AO1 develop, AO2 refine, AO3 record, and AO4 present. AO1 is contextual studies again, so learning about the artists and then recreating their work. AO2 is all about refinement of ideas and exploring different materials, and we can do that by creating samples within our work, just showing little snippets of different techniques that we can use. AO3 record is all about our design ideas, so it's creating designs that are going to showcase all of the different skills and refinement we've done from AO2. And then AO4 present is our final piece. So one of the other reasons that you might choose art as an option is to do with your future careers. If you choose any of the options above, you might want to further go into a career that is based around those subjects, as well as creative subjects in general. So all 3 options allow your creativity to flow and could link and work further into your future careers. These are just some, not all, of the careers that are linked to art. Animators, architects, art editors, art gallery curators, art therapists, CAD technicians, ceramic designers and makers if you were focusing on clay, community art workers, exhibition designers, florists, footwear designers, furniture designers, graphic designers, illustrators, jewellery makers and designers, designers, landscape architects, interior designers, leather crafts workers, fashion designers, fine artists, machine printers, makeup artists, medical illustrators, model makers, museum curators, naval architects, photographers, photographic designers, technicians, textile designers, picture framers, product designers, prop makers, reprographic assistants, set designers, sign writers, stonemasons, tattoo artists, visual mechanisers and web designers. Not all of the careers that are linked to art are on these pages, so just some of them, thinking about a wide variety.